Winnie, come here. You think I got food all the time now? Hi, Winnie. My dog is so merchant. That is so chic. Look at what we're wearing.
Get Winnie back in. We're just getting Winnie.
Winnie.
Winnie, go say hi.
Winnie, welcome everyone back. I'm like, damn, Jack.
Sarah, she likes it. I know. Sorry, I'm like looking for a hair.
Winnie.
Hey guys, welcome to IG Live, the season
4.
4. Shut the door. Are you serious?
Season 4.
Season 4.
How was that a thing?
Oh,
Okay, guys. So first, let's talk book really quickly. So the book is all hand bound. Wait, yay, Stella!
Woo!
Stella really made the book happen, and it's all hand bound. And so what we did to make sure that we could get some in is we took a partial shipment for the beginning of the year, and then we have the remainder coming in like 2 weeks. So I know that it was frustrating that it sold out so quickly, but we do have more coming. And then hopefully, knock on wood, if everything goes well, we'll be able to do reprints. And when we do reprint, I'll be able to update even some of the illustrations.
Oh, yeah.
And so whoever gets the first run, it will truly be the first run, and then
That's cool.
we'll keep going from there, but never to be produced again. So this is the book. It comes in a beautiful clamshell, and I think you guys are going to really love it. But the reason why I have it out here today is we've pulled out some of the sale items to show you. We just want to show you what's on sale. It's a great time to load up on your woofs or those in and outs that you were craving and you didn't pull the trigger on. And what we want to do though is help you make sure that you're ordering the right size and that you know why you need it in your closet. I don't want you to just be buying stuff because it's on sale, and I want to make sure that you wear it. But one of the things that I realized is some of the items that are on sale are actually featured in the book.
Right. Like
And
this
so
one.
your trench coat is. And so why don't you talk about the trench,
Sure.
and I will try and find the page.
So this is the lyocell trench coat from fall. I'm wearing an extra small. It's super, which is my size by the way. It's super lightweight, and it comes with this kind of neckerchief attached. So I'm actually just wearing it as a scarf, like so, but I could also untie it and wear it kind of as a bandana. I've just buttoned it at the top because I like to be able to like put my hands in my pockets. But this is a really easy jacket for honestly like everything, but really running errands, honestly over some sort of like evening dress, over some sort of like day wear. It really is very versatile.
It's very grown up.
Yes.
Like when you're wearing it,
That's a really good way.
especially like as an American, you're like, I feel very
Totally.
grown up chic in this.
I think the color, the material, and the silhouette together really create that like that attitude, that adult attitude. Now I'm looking at my
There you go. So I want to show you in the book. It's actually right here. So, a lot of the things when I was sketching, they pulled up from To Be Past, To Be Current, To Be Future, and then other brands and things that we love and vintage pieces and everything. But this one was one that I couldn't help but want to sketch into because it is something that you'll wear all the time, and you're actually wearing it in a similar vibe to how I showed it here. I wear the size small in it, but do you mind, can I put yours on real quick? Because I want to see what the difference is if I were to put on a size. So this is a long coat. Tracy loves everything much larger, and so she bought the small, even though she would technically wear the extra small. And when she bought the small, she's 5'3", it really drug the ground, and she took off a couple of inches. So this is the extra small.
That's the extra small.
The extra small. And my small hits probably about right here and about right here on me. So if you are a size small, I'm 5'5". We know my weight and everything. I've been talking about that forever. But 5'5", I wear a size 4, a small, or a 27 in Tibby. This is me wearing the extra small. So certainly you can see I have plenty of room because I'm also wearing a big sweater on underneath it, which is one of the key things you want to look for when you are buying any kind of coat like this is making sure that you can layer up underneath it. If this had a stupid high armhole, like
100%.
it would make you crazy.
And I'm also wearing it with some other style items.
Yeah.
These are the Garment Twill Ivory Sam jeans from fall. They are a 24, which is my size in Sam jeans. I absolutely love this color because it really is not a stark white. So I really feel like I can wear it with a lot of different neutrals, whites, browns, navy, black. I've really been feeling kind of like an all winter white vibe. Just wearing it with one of our belts and a pair of sneakers, and then my favorite.
Those are pretty much sold out, I think.
These?
No.
Oh.
These.
Oh, I thought we had some in
Maybe.
Anyways.
This is
This
our
is on
super favorite.
Mercerized wool.
So in the Instagram post that I did prefacing the IG Live, what we talked about is making sure that you are buying things with a real understanding of how you're going to wear it and what the need is in the closet. And what's great about this pant is it's got a bit of ruggedness to it. So if you have a closet with a lot of silk tops, tops that are quite refined and precious, maybe some really clean, crisp cotton poplin blouses, then something like this really like balances it out. So you don't look at this as like, oh, do I need a cream twill jean in my closet if I have a blue jean in my, that's not, you don't have to look so much at like color, but more about what is this pant doing and does it help me get lots more wear out of all of my tops by bringing in this texture and fabrication into the closet.
Totally. I definitely think it has that utilitarian kind of like painter pant feel. And I just wanted to add that someone asked if this jacket was a 12 mower, and I definitely think that it is.
1000%.
It is January, but I have been wearing this jacket since August.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if you were going to something at night and you were just wearing like a little slip dress, but you know that like by 9 p.m. it's going to be just a little chilly for you, and we're not in Bali here, so I'm going to assume. But yeah, it is a 12 mower. Another 12 mower is what I'm wearing, and this is is this a viscose acetate? So this is the viscose acetate Lauren pant, and I haven't worn this on a live yet. Stella's going to come out, and she's going to be wearing it as well. I'm wearing the size 4 in this, and I really love it because this pant has no waistband, but it does have belt loops. So it just kind of creates this really nice look here. I'm wearing it with our winter alpaca sweater here that is not on sale, but the Lauren pant is on sale. So this viscose is a 12 mower. If I were wearing it in the summertime, I would just take my pants and I would probably just twist them over appropriately with a rubber band, roll them up, and then wear them with a flat sandal and a little tank top, and it would be perfect. What's great about the viscose is it has a bit of shine in it without being too shiny. And the other thing about viscose is this has a twill texture to it. So what that means is it's not a black silk pant. And when you're wearing a black silk pant, like it serves a purpose, but there's something quite precious about it. And so I wouldn't wear just a black silk pant with a pair of sneakers and really just like plan on like running around and being,
for sure.
having a full-on day. But here, like wearing it with the sneakers, everything kind of fits here in the vibe, but it's just like a little bit of an elegant moment. And I know I'm gonna just answer this now with the sneakers. These are blue Scarpa for any of you who used to wear Del Toro, Matthew Chevalard's old line of kind of the smoking slippers. He has a great sneaker line. He makes everything in Italy. They're really great. So I had these posted on my kind of not good, better, best, but I was showing the Feu.
Yeah.
Those sneakers. I actually showed the Leve sneakers and the blue Scarpa. So here you get to see them in real life. So the sweater, the pants, and then I'm wearing underneath it this is the Cupro top that I had in my stories this morning. And this top, of course, then for me, this is one of those tops that really, I really use it when I want to feel extra polished and more dressed up. So clearly with the pant, this is a very polished outfit. I'm kind of like in executive mode here.
Yeah, but then like with the sneaker.
Yeah, with the sneaker, like it helps me take it down a notch.
It keeps
for sure.
It keeps it you. With
Keeps
the
it me.
sneaker.
And I think for anyone, depending on what your modifier is, I could see this is where like our JP Morgan women, like I could see them wearing like a beautiful, like just our crocodile, like slingback pump with this, and it's perfect for the office. But what we love about this top is when you are wearing something that is really refined, but not overwrought, that's what we call those low key tops. Like they really can function with anything. So if I had an event to go to, then this is our old silk file skirt. I'm sure a lot of you guys have this in your closet. This is from years ago. It used to be part of fundamentals. But I would easily wear this top with this skirt and then maybe like a slingback and a pair of lace hose, and it would make a great outfit. And I would also do it with...
People want to know if the shoulder pads in the top are removable.
Shoulder pads are not removable. I have put this in the washing machine many times on a gentle cycle, and then when they come out, you give the shoulder pads like a little smudge around. I do iron it. I tend to put, it annoys me if I can't get the wrinkles out of something, so I tend to use it on a hotter level, but I put like a paper towel over it. But this is really easy to clean. Someone had DM'd me right before I went live asking if they could go a size down on it. They were, I think, a 36D in the chest. And the only concern I had with that is I just didn't want it to pull too much here. Like you could see if I had more stuff going on here, I just wouldn't want it to pull out too much here. But it is a, do you mind helping that? It is a boxier, longer cut. So you do have, I'm a size 4, 27 waist. So you do have some room here, but down here, it is fitting on the body. Where this is hitting me here, my hips are a very full size 6 right now. So you can see that if I were a size 4, it would, but this is, if I were a size 4, I'd have a little more in here.
To talk about the fabrication, like how thin is it? I think like people want to know if it's going to show anything.
No, this is, both of these are fully lined. So this is fully lined, and look, I'm wearing a black bra. You guys didn't know that, right? You were like, oh, she's got a nude bra on. Yeah, I've got a black bra on, and you can't tell, so there you go. There you go.
Pants to work from home, or are they too office?
I would totally wear these from work from home. I would switch it out to, I would wear Birkenstocks Live. I would probably, like even for me when I'm running up and down the train, I just tend to tuck things into my socks. So if I were working from home, I can imagine like having a big thicker sock on and a Birkenstock. But actually, I think this falls into perfect work from home criteria pant. What I don't want when I'm working from home is when I stay in my pajamas all day, like that's a fuck show. That is just a hot mess like of a day. And then if I've got on pants that like by 6 o'clock when you take them off and you've got crease marks, like that sucks. Yeah, so I think this is kind of a pant that if I were working from home, I think it would be like, okay, I'm working. Like
I think it's because it's really functional. So I feel like, you really wouldn't be like, oh, I need to go run errands, or I need to go do something, or I need to go walk out, what have you. Like you wouldn't need to change either way.
Yeah, I would, and it doesn't wrinkle. So yeah. The answer is yes. Okay, why don't you come on Stella next, because I know then you're going to go put these on in the brown, and I'll go put on something else.
All right, Stella.
Hi,
Talk to
everyone.
us about your all navy monochromatic look.
All navy, all on sale, all super good. This is the recycled cashmere car sweater that has this really great shoulder detail. And actually, I don't know if you saw, but for our resort shoot, Amy kept a little grape in here because you can tuck it in and make it disappear.
Fun things that happen on
Yeah,
set.
just a little sweater fun fact. And then I have the boiled wool skirt on, which is super great. I think I've worn this a few times before. It's just so easy. It makes me feel like I have my life together a little bit. And
That's
then,
definitely a good way of describing it.
That's a very good way to put it.
and then we have the navy patent Olas on, which are, and I've said this every time I've worn them on live, they're the comfiest shoe.
They're my favorite shoe.
Very
that I think
comfortable.
like ever. But I just want to talk about this skirt in particular. You know, we showed online with the the top that I'm wearing, a navy mercerized wool tank and a burgundy boot. And so we just really wanted to show you that you really can wear this skirt with different shoe heights and lengths. So, you know, even if Stella wanted to wear a white Converse sneaker and a little white sock with this, it would be just as functional as it is now.
Yeah, and I think since this gets brought up and asked all the time, I think what you guys are going to love is in the book we have an entire section on the skin sandwich. And so you can see that it happens when you get that little sliver there, but it's a very straight across sliver. So here we have no sandwiches when things are asymmetrical and everything. You've got that sandwich and you get right up there. We know who this woman is. I mean, she's not a bad woman, but we know she's pushing some real estate on yours. No, not, but actually I know really, really nice realtors. They're great. So that is not a sandwich.
No, and I could even scrunch it down a little bit more,
Yeah.
just to give myself a little bit of insurance.
I
No
think-
sandwiches.
Yeah, I think what the key thing is when you're wearing this sock is, because I did like it up high too, I think that there is, so I'm really feeling for tights right now, longer tights, so that is a thing. But I think one of the things when you're wearing a sock is sometimes when you're so fully covered and you're wearing all the navy, there's a certain bit of like, a little bit of youthfulness in wearing, and just like when you walk, when you can see that leg, it's,
Just a little glimpse of something.
yeah,
Yeah.
of character and everything. And it's not a glimpse of a sandwich. It's a glimpse of character. So,
Write that down.
yeah, note that. Note that. Okay.
Okay, I'll go change.
All right, why don't you come on out, friend?
Hello. So I am wearing the super fine wool flannel shirting and the Rodney pant. You guys have seen me in this before. It is probably one of my most favorite sets that we have. I am wearing my true size, so I am wearing a 00 in the pant and I am wearing a 0 in the top. The reason I did that is because I'm larger in the chest. I'm around the D/double D, and for me, it just felt a little more comfortable, especially because there was the buttoning right in the center. It felt more comfortable for me in the chest area.
And this is a size 0.
This is a size 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I want to point out for you guys, and actually maybe when you're done and you take it off, because you don't have anything on underneath it. Right? You won't do it right now. But I would like to put it on because I want them to this, if you come up a little
Yeah.
bit closer, you'll see this is a narrow silhouette. So this arm measurement here, I don't, you guys are very used to us being very generous and cutting oversize on the jackets. But in this one, it is really completely tailored. You have an inset armhole, it's up high, and it's really clean finished here. So it's a long, lean look, but it's just a consideration when you're buying it. I wear the size 4 in that. I don't think I can take the 2, but I think even when I put on the 0, we'll see how it looks.
Yeah, and another thing I want to point out is we get a bunch of questions, I think, because people hear the material is super fine wool, they sort of think itchy. I'm not wearing a shirt
No,
underneath
it's
this,
not
and
itchy.
it is incredibly soft and luxurious, so absolutely no itch.
There's no itch at all. It's
Yeah.
really soft, and it's so soft that, like, I always swore I wouldn't wear things out of season because I grew up in the South. I was an October birthday, and I would always want something really wintry, and then I would show up at school and just be sweating bullets and look like an asshole. I'm like, never again.
No.
But this is one that, like, starting in September, this becomes like the jacket with a t-shirt and a pair of jeans that you wear. It really is one that, it's not 12 mower. It's not 12 mower, but it's a good like 8 or 9
I would say
mowers.
not, yeah. Like minus, the burning depths of summer. Like
Yeah.
this is really versatile. And I would say the same thing with the pants too. Like early fall, spring, like with a t-shirt or with your, a
Yeah, 'cause
sweater.
the pant is loose on the body, someone had DM'd me and said that they had bought the pant and it was one size too big on them. And they asked if there's a way to take it in without losing any of the sizing and, I mean, any of the shape to it. This is an easy pant to take in because it's cut on the straight, so it's an easy pant to hem. So to that person out there, yeah, I think you're going to be able to take it in without it losing any of that.
And I think the great thing that sort of I've learned from others and something I picked up while wearing this set a bit more is it's really doesn't have to feel as professional as it looks sometimes. Like wearing it with a Baron is really easy. That's how I wore it in one of the previous lives. And I've just seen a lot of people wear sneakers and other things like that. And I think it's really like while it can take you to your corporate, get whatever you need to be at, it's also extremely versatile.
Yeah, and I think also, clothing can make you feel a certain way depending on your environment, where you live. Like, so if you are a business person and you're in a big corporate office, like this is perfect for a corporate office. And then what I don't want to do is have your clothing be so one-dimensional that you can't wear it in other places. So earlier when you were playing around, you had it on with the bright colored shoe. And I think that just that switch of a shoe made it into something that if you were going out, that it becomes like a fun thing and not like I'm expecting you to do my taxes or something,
But like you can on the side.
But you could.
You know how to do that.
Exactly. All right, so we're in the same pant here, and Stella's wearing the khaki color. Can you come up a little bit closer?
Yeah.
Remind everyone the name.
So this is a viscose acetate
Lauren.
pant. And you're wearing the size...
This is an 8, which is
size
my
8.
true size.
Yeah, and so this really was, when we say that things are cut for ease, the way that you can tell that it's really fitting is like it's hitting you. This pant like sits up nice and high, but then you've got all the volume here. And listen, I know all of you guys have graduated to like, you've been coming along with us. But like in the beginning, when I would do a pant like this, someone would walk out of the dressing room and they're like, it fits here, but it's like so loose through here. And I'm like, what the living fuck? Did you expect?
You need the longer
Like it's not
rise.
a legging. Like it's not a legging. So this gives you all of that ease. This is the epitome of a pant that has engineered ease. And for some of you too that write and you're like, well, okay, you can wear that and have ease because you're wearing a size 4. It's bullshit. It's about like finding the right pants for you in the right size. Size 8, size 4. We've got a 2 different size gap here, and it is exactly the same amount of ease. I mean, that looks so good.
It's great.
Yeah.
And then the cozy alpaca.
And then you're wearing the cozy alpaca, and this one has the. Okay.
Yeah, the little.
So what I want to show you guys, someone was asking me about where does the coat adjust. So this has the little drawstring here. So if you want to bring it in closer to the body, then you can really, really, really make it a lot tighter here and give yourself
More of a cocoon shape.
more of a cocoon shape to it. And when you do that, it's going to like lift the coat up and make it appear like a shorter coat. So don't walk by any turnstiles because you'll get caught. But if you're wanting to wear the coat shorter, then this does that. And then if you want to like put a little snack in here, more grapes, something, yeah. Any kind of moist food works perfect. Ew.
In your sweater.
Yeah,
in your
AirPods, thank you. Not grapes.
Maybe that's just me.
Slice of brie. Anyways, okay, this is looking great. All right, I'm gonna go change
Okay.
clothes.
Hi, I'm back. Okay, so there have been a lot of queries about the acid wash from fall. Like, is it too trendy? Is it too acid wash? Which is a thing, I agree. Is it, not a classic? And I just wanted to state for the record that this is a really great wash. I don't feel like it's too trendy, and to show that to you guys, I just really wanted to style like a classic look. So I kept on my sneakers and I added a marlin blazer. I'll put that that sweater down for a second. And this is something that I would wear around the office. I would wear, honestly, out on a date. I would have just changed the shoe. But this is really functional and really stylish at the same time. The jean for me is like that added point of interest. Sure, I could wear a regular classic wash, I could wear an indigo, but remember that my modifier is risk taker, so I'm always gonna kind of like level up in some way, especially when I'm really speaking more towards like a heritage vibe, especially with a more classic white shirt and blazer.
Yeah,
so
because this, if it were just a regular jean.
It would be a great classic, nice look, but it wouldn't really speak to my modifier.
Yeah.
I will say I live in these. I wear these all the time. They're also 24, which is the size that I wear in the Sam jean. I cuff mine because I cuff all of my jeans because I'm 5 feet tall. But I definitely really like them in terms of a grounding piece that is more in line with, I think, like what my personal style is.
Well, yeah, and someone had written too, and they were like, am I going to feel too retro 80s in these?
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
what I was saying.
Don't wear a scrunchy and pink fringe
Right,
outfit.
exactly.
It's
Like if I
then
wore a
you won't.
sequin top, I think we would be having a different conversation here. But I really do like it as a foundational piece that I can layer upon, especially this time of year. And then I could take the jacket off and I could wear a simple white tank top. And
especially if you love classics.
totally. And
This camel, the black, I love classics. And with the camel and the black, just a regular color denim, like
great. It would be very like Julia Roberts,
Kate
90s.
Middleton moment.
Totally.
But the acid wash is really just giving it something extra without, like, I don't think you're an extra person.
Do you get the same waist measurement in the Sam as you do in the Brand Goose?
No, the Sam has like an extra inch up. I'll be more specific in a write-up afterwards. But the Sam has a straighter fit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you the details later on.
But just to add,
But I do wear the same size.
Yeah.
on both.
I wear the
That's
same.
what's key.
Yes, I wear 24 in all of them. This is the same sweater that Stella was wearing, just in a tan color. Again, it has that same detail, which apparently Amy and Stella are using for grapes.
Well, the navy sold out. Is the tan?
Oh no, the tan's not.
Okay, good. All right, so that is the perfect, like, yeah, and just mixing up. So I'm just, for the record, I'm wearing that zero that Bryn had on a minute ago, and I mean the zero fits too. When I button it up, and remember I'm a 34B, like there's nothing happening up here. So when I button up the zero, you can see I'm pulling under here, and my arms are, like, I can feel it when I bend, right? You can see it. So I'm pulling and I'm getting this drag. So wearing the size 4 for me in this jacket really is the right size. So make sure that you, buy your size, although I have to say, even left open, if I got this, I wouldn't be angry at it, but I want to be able to wear it open and closed.
Right, I think you have to know like what you're looking for out of these.
Yeah.
And just like that.
Yeah, and if you're really wanting the maximum. But just, again, like when you're buying sweaters, you're doing it in mind to be able to wear them in all different ways. And this is one, like, especially if anyone is working from home, this, I live in
You
these
can literally
sweaters.
put it on with what you're wearing and you just sounds great.
It's, I love these sweaters, and, Sarah and I are always looking for that sweater that is, like, light enough to just throw on. It's easy enough that you could throw it into a bag.
Right.
And just not such a massive consideration. And I think, things like this is where, like, all during the holidays, this is how I walked around, with my pajamas. And what I like too is if you do the shirt that I'm wearing underneath, what's interesting is this shirt, because of the shoulder pad, gives like a little bit of interest under the sweater and makes it something different. And then you've got the little thing here that can come like that, or it can become like a little snack holder.
Totally. And I think sizing with sweaters in particular, like, you don't need to be so married to a size. Like,
You could wear this.
you can
super
literally
fun.
wear any. This is a small, but I'm saying like I've worn larges, I've worn the extra small. Like
I don't ever look at a sweater size when I'm shopping. It's like I always hold it up and I'm like, yeah, that's about right. So you really, within range, you can really go up or down quite easily here. So cool. What you got on?
I should have on the exact same jean as Miss
Nice.
Brody.
Actually, why don't y'all stand next to us right there?
This is the acid wash Sam jean, which is pretty darn good, if you ask me.
Pretty
I'm wearing
darn.
a size 28, which is also my true size in our denim. And then the ultra suede slim men's shirt, which this is actually my first time trying this on, and I just said to Brand, I was like, this is a great shirt. Yeah, I did my little shirt
she
trick.
did a little trick in the back. I mean, this definitely what I like here is this mix of texture that you're getting really from the acid wash, almost like print from the jean, and then the ultra suede top. And I think pairing it with this white pointed Rudolph flat is really key because, you know, if you pair it with like a cowboy boot, we're going Western real fast.
Or
And
even a black shoe, I feel like
would not be. I feel like the white adds kind of a pop and is really sleek. It's definitely giving like that rule of 3 for me, and I feel like we kind of knock it out at one.
easy peasy.
Cool. Oh, Brent, you have another one. Okay. Can you actually find out if this pant sweater is on sale? Because I just said it was.
It is. It is
Is
on
there
sale.
units left though?
There are units left of the tan I just checked.
Okay, great, because I just said everyone, there's so much tan sweater left. But basically, this shirt, I think, has been a really key player for us because, you know, like Stella's wearing it here with the jean, but she could also wear it back to the ultra suede midi skirt or back to the active knit pant and really have 3 completely different looks, but still grounded in the same top.
And Christine wore it to the christening.
Christine wore it to
Yes,
her
the
to her
skirt.
niece's christening.
So
Chrissy,
cute.
I'm like looking for her. She's not here today.
That's
Chrissy
so
Cakes,
good.
if you're watching, we were really inspired by your look.
It looked great. And so the point is, like, she took her picture. She was wearing the suede top and the suede skirt, and she's standing there like in a church in a very formal environment. You know, the
Very,
baby's
very.
like in that
In the white
lace,
crisp.
like beautiful lace. And it felt really appropriate.
Yeah.
It felt really appropriate. And then it's the same one that she'll wear with a pair of sneakers and
Oh,
run
yeah.
around and during the day.
100%.
So what I wanted to show you here, and so this brown top is in sale. I'll take it off, but I want to talk about the color for a second. One of the things I want you to think about for color, and I'm going to do a better job of making sure we've got stronger offerings here, is I think that there's always so much conversation about the perfect white top or the perfect black top. But I find for me those kind of off grays, weird blues, strange browns, icky like maroons, those are ones that really play a role in my closet for when I just want an outfit to feel a little more interesting. So this is where really this, you know, when you've got all these basics in your closet, all these neutrals that you have just like piled up on top of each other, what happens is when you think about just buying in the color wheel, you know, actually let me see if I can find this in here. In the book, we've actually got the full color wheel for you. I wanted to do it so that it could spin around, but they were like, that'll take 7 more years to be done if you do that. But it'll be really helpful figuring out, like, you know, when you're really going in this palette here and then you're expanding to this palette, it's going to really help you just layer things on. I keep telling people to not go out shopping thinking of like, what are the 7 outfits that I can make with this? You know, when I got this a long time ago now with Tibby, it's in our fundamentals, but like I didn't ever have this outfit cataloged in my brain. But I know that when I'm buying a rich brown, when I've got a black pant, when I've got this weird stone color, I don't know when I'm going to wear it or how I'm going to wear it, but I know that when I throw it all on, it's going to look good. So, and then this is where, like, even with the color wheel, if you want to add in a bright, like even if I were wearing an interesting dark brown pant here, that would be cool. So what you do is you go and you get the pieces that are in all of those colors that, no, maybe you don't know the exact outfits that you're going to be able to make with it, but you do know where you're going to wear it. And I think that trips up a lot of people. Like, I'm trying to learn French now, and every time Sarah says something to me in French, I'm like deer in the headlights. And I see some of you guys, you know, I know when you're shopping and someone's like, well, can you make outfits with that? What are your outfits you're gonna make? And you're like freeze and you're like, I think I have a purple top, I don't know. Don't worry about that. You don't have to be able to make the outfits. What you have to be able to say is, you know what, when I have a neutral type jacket that I can just throw on, I know exactly where I'm going in it, and that's gonna work for me. So this top here, this is the boxed off top. I am wearing the size small in this. What, I can't remember the name of this top.
Let me find it.
Cotton poplin, square shouldery. Can I throw this for you?
Yeah.
Square shouldery top. I am wearing the size 4. Oh, can you tell me also if it's runs by size or? I would, and for me personally on this one, I would actually go a size down because I have very, very narrow shoulders. My shoulders are a full size 2, so I would go a size down. I don't hate on myself in the sample size here, but I would go a size down. When we talk about different tops, this one falls into that category of outfit maker. It's one that when you put on the top, everything else is done. So I'm not inclined to, like for me, I would never wear a printed skirt with this. I would never wear a sequin skirt. Like, this is where the story is happening. So when you're thinking about what you need to purchase, what is needed in your closet, what you want to think about is, do I need things that will calm down all those glittery bottoms, all those wild printed bottoms, or do you have a lot of like really easy, great basics that sometimes just need something like a little bit more? So this top is definitely that little bit more. Although I'll say when I had it on with the jacket, it really served the purpose of just being a perfect brown top.
So it's not good.
Okay. Well, what's great is this one is more of a reddy brown color as well. And Sarah, I always liked this color too with, you stay up high, I'll come down low, but these two colors together, like, let's come a little bit closer. But like if you, you know, we talk about one ton or none, like I could see wearing this and this, like,
Oh yeah.
and even this yellow shoe, like that weird plum, and it all looks really good together. So someone wrote to me, we've got that pinky color and coming up in the spring and the fundamentals. Like those weird dark burgundies and bright reds are going to be really good with that. Okay.
So do you know the name of that top?
It is the Eco Poplin box sleeve top.
Amazing.
Promotion for Sarah.
Thank you.
Yay.
Let's hold her to that. Yay.
It's recorded, I'm pretty sure.
It also is numbers, not letters.
Numbers. Okay. So I'm wearing a size 4, and it works, but I would, like I said, because of my shoulders, I would go with the size 2. Some people have been concerned, like if I have broader shoulders, what's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen.
Nothing. Like your shoulder's just gonna.
Yeah, I could
there.
have more skin and action happening here, and you wouldn't know. I'm going to throw on this one for you guys too.
So while Amy changes, I'm just gonna talk about my next outfit. And I told myself I was gonna change into a different silhouette of pant, but it seems that I really only own Sam jeans, and in every color and wash that we make them in. So this is the red version of the ivory that I was wearing earlier. It is a garment wash twill. Again, they're size 24. That is my true size in all Tibby denim. I am wearing them with the sunset tan featherweight crepe top. This is the slim shirt version. I'm actually wearing it backwards because I wanted to give some detail in the back, so I just left it unbuttoned, a button or two. But obviously you guys know what a button down looks like from the front. I really like, you know, we actually took off the silver keyring detail of this top for that exact reason, because when we were reviewing the fall line, we really loved the idea of being able to wear this top 2 ways, and that's actually how we sold it to our wholesale partners. And, you know, we were just talking about the color story before with the burgundy and the yellow. And I feel like I'm doing kind of a more muted version of that with the sunset tan, and then really like a pastel yellow and this red, which is not as vibrant. It's a little bit subdued, and so I feel like this all works in kind of one look. And I don't feel like, again, my modifier is Ruth Paper, so I really do feel like it speaks to me. I do not shy away from color.
Do you know what this top is?
The one I'm wearing,
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
it's a good one. Just search
I'll find
that.
Okay. All right, so this is another top. This one is in the chalky drape. And you can see, so the other one I had on was in the poplin. So that is a cotton poplin. It's a crisp but not stiff material. This one is the chalky drape. So when I had on that little cap sleeve one earlier, it's the same material. This can be washed. This one does not have a shoulder pad. This is doubled over right there, so it is a little cape-like. And this one is not lined, and you still can't see the black bra underneath. So the chalky drape material is a really dense fabrication. It's dense, but it's not heavy. So it really does not show anything through. Sometimes the reason for why we line something is not at all ever what you think it would be, or not sometimes. The reason why the other top was lined was because it had to be finished at the armhole, and in order to put in the shoulder pad and everything, it required lining in it. So we didn't decide to line that top because it was sheer and then not line this one because it wasn't. That's not the case. This body did not need to be lined, and you can see it is a little bit fuller than the other one. It's a little bit, remember the other one was sitting closer to my hips, right? The other one had about 2 inches difference here. So this one is a little wider through here. And so when something is this wide and this loose, when it's fully lined, it feels, it just fights each other. You don't want it to be fully lined. So this one is not lined, but it is still not see-through.
And it is called the chalky drape V-neck top with folded sleeves.
And it's called the chalky drape V-neck top with folded sleeves. I mean, if that is not direct and pragmatic, I don't know what is. I also wanted to show you, and I will not be putting it on, but I wanted to show you, there's a section in the book, of course, on big, slim skin. And one of the outfits in here is one of the ones on sale as well. And it's the mini skirt here with, I think the jacket might be all sold out by now, but this is the mini skirt. And someone asked me, would I wear a mini skirt? And I would, but for me, I'm wearing it with black tights and a black flat. I love it with the sandal. I love mini skirts, and I love them worn appropriately. I was doing an interview with Women's Wear Daily yesterday, and she was shocked to find that I had not addressed age in the book at all. And I had a really interesting, healthy conversation with someone online about age the other day, and they had written to me and said, you know, she said, I'm 65, I love Tibby, and I think you could do a better job at showing the clothing on more mature women in a more mature way. And I wrote back to her and I said, well, you know, the reality is you guys are, how many people here? 476 people are watching this. I am 55, do the math, that's only 10 years away from 65. I don't think any of this is about age. And I asked the woman, I said, okay, you're 65 and you love Tibby, you love it, and you've written to me and you've been watching all the classes. She referenced this group of friends that can't find clothing for 65-year-old women, and I asked her, do you have the same style as your group of friends? Because I have a group of friends at 55, and a couple of them I have the same style, but a lot of them I don't have the same style. But for that same group of friends, I didn't have the same style as them as when I was 45, 35, or 25. we have all just had different style. So I don't believe it's related to age. I think that it is a mindset, and our mindset has been to always be really appropriate in the environment that you're in. So, you know, with Women's Wear Daily, I was saying, would I have the 65-year-old wear the mini skirt and a pair of go-go boots and a tank top to an office? No, but our customer wouldn't wear that at 25, 35, or 45 either, because it wouldn't be appropriate. But would she wear the mini skirt and a flat sandal and a t-shirt on vacation at 65? Sure, go for it. And would she wear it with tights and a loafer in the wintertime? Absolutely. So when you know, for this woman, she wrote back to me and she said, yeah, you're right. My friends and I, we don't have the same style. So I'm not sure what problem you're supposed to solve that would work for all of us. And so if you really just think about the mindset, we had a photo shoot for Fundamentals a few weeks ago before we left on holiday. And it was really amazing because at one point in the shoot, in the kitchen, Sarah, we were standing around, the models, we were all sitting there, and you literally, we had 25, 35, 55, and 60 at the table.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was not counting me and the 55-year-old there. And the conversations really, sorry, Matt's over there like,
it's like in the middle of like a school assembly and you're like eating
someone's
chips.
just chowing.
You need to eat that every 3 hours.
But the thing is everyone was having a conversation in that room.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't, it was really good. It was really good.
Yeah.
And so this is not about age. I did mention that, do I hear more 65-year-olds than 35-year-olds say that they don't like their arms? Okay, yeah, maybe that's true. But other than that, no.
Totally.
No. Okay, so last thing here.
Last thing here, I just wanted to, again, show you guys these pants, but also with this top, you know, we've been talking about low-key tops, and I definitely think this applies. This is the crinkle, what, something.
Crinkle gauze.
Crinkle gauze.
No, I think it's crinkled lyocell.
He's right, crinkle lyocell.
Okay.
So I'm wearing it, again, with a white jean. This is, again, just a play on like a super classic jeans and low-key top t-shirt look. But Amy pulled out this skirt, which has been in her fundamentals, and honestly, I could wear this with a little tight, a little heel, a little Cameron, a little hue, and I'd be on my way.
Yeah, I mean, I would wear it on vacation with the gladiator sandal.
Oh, yeah,
I would wear it
sure.
with a flip-flop. So these are the things that, like, a lot of you guys have, we're going to tackle this in a live coming up sometime in the next month. But a lot of you guys are like, you haven't really talked about, like, what do you wear to events and dressing? And like this and this and this, and you're like, these are things that, like, if someone said, we've got a thing you've got to go to tomorrow night, you're like, fine, check, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I
boom,
literally
boom.
wouldn't think twice.
Yeah, you're not like calling up some e-commerce site and being like, I hope you have 24-hour delivery here. So the goal is, like with this brown lyocell top, is this is a top that you want when you don't want the white top underneath, when you don't want the black top, when you want to give some dimension and interest, when you want to mix in some texture. And I wouldn't wear it with a heavy tweed pant.
No.
Because this is doing your texture, but
Totally.
with that,
But with, I
with
think,
this,
with anything that is really a more refined, simple texture to the eye, this is really what is
Perfect.
the point of interest.
Okay, before we go, Matt is going to come on and he is going to give you guys, he's kind of in charge of, Matt's in charge of social media, but anyway, do what you got to do, Matt.
Oh, I love that my head's cut off where you guys
Oh.
stand normally.
Here, shrink down, Matt.
All right.
Okay.
May I see the book?
Yes, you may.
Okay, bye.
So, for all of y'all who are extra tapped into our IG post, some of you may have seen a reel that we put up yesterday, made by the team members. We sent them home with the book in a box because we were being very careful with it. And we had everyone shoot just a little video where either somebody was filming from over their shoulder or they held a phone where they were bringing the book from the left side of the screen, holding it, opening to a page, and then passing it off to the right. And we wanted to see you guys do it as well and potentially wrap your videos into one of our own. So I would be going to the hashtag World of Tibby, and we're going to drill this in. World of Tibby is the hashtag we're using for your content. So if you post a video like that using the hashtag, I'll be going through and I can pluck them, and then you'll be mentioned if we use your video to make like a replica reel as we did. So you'll see a couple more of those on our channel, and we'll remind you again. But World of Tibby, when you get your book, we would love to see you with it in whatever environment you're reading.
Cool. Thank you. Hey, wait. What size are you wearing?
What size of your fleece is that, Matt?
Oh, this is the Cozy Fleece Interact Zip Up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hold on.
I have the pull-on version as well, but this is great, and I like the pocket size here. I'm guessing this is the 4 or the small.
This is a small.
This is a small.
I just want to make sure it's not a runway. Yeah, this is a small.
And that's what I got in the pullover as well.
Yeah. And what's good too is, you know, we always love a double zipper. And why we love a double zipper is if Matt's standing around and trying to look all cool, then you can be doing that too.
It's great.
Yeah. So,
and I'm 6'2", and this
Yeah.
is the small, and it comes below my waist, and I recommend it. Get
It's
it for
good.
your children, for your son,
For your spouses,
for your spouses.
Yeah, just
friends.
we love to share the clothing, and that's how I actually got my shoes because
Your son.
they're my son's first. So there you go. All right, guys. So I can't believe I'm saying that it is season 4. That is crazy, but it's going to be a good year. We do plan on going on a full-blown book tour this year, and so if you have the book, we'll do book signings there. If you don't have the book, I do want to assure you, I really think that I bought enough books. I do. So we've got them coming, and they're beautiful. We should have the new shipment in about 2 weeks. Like I said, if after that, we'll hopefully go and do another reprint, and hopefully we'll do it in Italian and Chinese and lots of different languages. And each reprint, though, will update the visual. So if you got the one from the first round, this is the first round, and no more like it. We'll move on. So guys, have a great day, and we'll talk to you next week. All right, bye.